Nulis kan aja nih, dia mau bilang aja. Okay, hello and welcome you all to this short video that I'm about to make because I promised to come out here and give you updates as to what is happening with Bora. If you've been following us, we updated a few hours ago that it's exactly this morning, 3 days since Bora was taken into custody. He had no access to his lawyer. He had no access to family. He did not have food coming from his family, and we did not know where he was. So the lawyer tried all efforts to have access to him, but she was unable. They were unable to get access to him, Lamin Kamara and 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒔. And we want to thank them very, very much for the efforts they are doing to get his release. Bora, as you all know, was on bail for allegedly some comments he made on Facebook. And he was detained for 3 days and then released on bail. And he was going back and forth on his bail. But on Tuesday or Wednesday, he was arrested. He was told to come in. And when he got to the station, he was told that his bail was revoked, and he stayed there. I personally went to the police station with Lamin Cham to check on him, and they told us he was not there. But fortunately, like 2 minutes ago, I received a call from Bora himself. He called me, and because finally the police gave him 5 minutes to be able to call his family to bring him food and to speak to them after 3 days. Now, what Bora told me is that when he got to the police station at 𝒂𝒂𝒏, they told him that his bail was revoked, and whilst he was there, the police came there and picked him up. When they picked him up, they took him to 𝒑𝒑𝒏. 𝒑𝒑𝒏, I think he said 𝒑𝒑𝒏. Let me verify that, but I think he said 𝒑𝒑𝒏. He went to 𝒑𝒑𝒏. Let me just check. I think I think that's right here. Let me see. Hold on. Okay. Okay. So they took him when they took him out from the police station. When they took him away from the Kairaba police station, they took him to Jabang police station, Jabang, and that's where they kept him in a cell for the past 3 days. I think it was yesterday that a panel came from Banjul to interview him. The panel came from Banjul to interview him, and apparently they are following him. They were questioning him based on some comments he made on Facebook. Remember when the president made at the president's meeting in I think it was in Mankamangkunda, where the president spoke about let me bring the comment because I'm gonna read the comment. Sorry guys, I just need to do this. So when the president said he pledged to take action against those who threaten to burn the country, when we put that video out, the comment, the video that the president made at I think at the WASU meeting. So when we posted that video, Pa Modu shared that video on his page, and Bora left a comment there. And one of the comments said, "Chai, Mr. President, you will put this country in trouble." The other comment is Mr. Example is taking example from his mother. Because remember the president was referencing something that his mother used to tell them when they were young, right? Remember that? So Bora said, Mr. Example is taking example from his mother. And the other comment, Mr. President, you are calling people Hasido, then IGP should call you first to come and answer. These were the three questions. He said the IGP should call Mr. President to come and answer. The other comment was about the example. Mr. Example is taking example from his mother. And the third one, Mr. President, you will put this country in trouble. So these were the comments he left at the post. I will post this later on the page so you guys can all see it. These were the three comments Bora made under that post on Pamudo. But meanwhile, when Bora made those comments, I'm going to play you an audio that was released by somebody who was calling for the IGP to arrest Bora. So I'm going to play those audios so you can hear. And when these comments happen, they screenshot these comments and then went on a forum and said they should arrest Bora. So this is the audio.
Barola India Mosia ala platform auto bari alaji Bora findita jay kulubali asaferol kije kulubali asaferi president baro bari mena kala jelali ya posali ya jibe
Are you hearing it?
President wala state house le mo nyanda stable tala nyim banyindi nola ko to say nak jay wallahi talai this is a biggest insult bu yalonko alaji Bora yake president wala foga president Obama mention ala comment okono jamay alaji bere ala hakilo nak adimina warta nak adimina wara baka wallahi la jinoto in sifa nyanta ka stop immediately libe president on president Obama desa go okay ala baraka thank you MPP diaspora ale nyere ale alaji Bora jere ale yaje ale alaji Bora jere ay musafe agency president aka president Obama mention ala comment ko ni ko warta ala ko warta timina warta illa kulla tallahi nimbo nyanda ka arrest immediately nimbo janni soma police ni nyanda le jida pour eta doma ya arrest ani nyimba ya nyanda tala kijela life and direct
So this was the comment that Bora made on that post. Say, Mr. President, you will put this country in trouble, in quote. That's what he said. The other comment is, Mr. Example is taking example from his mother. And the third comment was, Mr. President, you are calling people Hasido. Then IGP should call you first to come and answer. Bora said these were the comments they asked him at the police station when the panel came. That's what he told me. He called me a few minutes ago because the police gave him access to call because they needed his family to take him food in Banjulundi. And I was he called me because, to update me. He tried to call his family, he could not get it. So I'm just going to do a quick leave because we had to send him food. But I wanted to update you. So these are the comments they called him for. They asked him, what does he mean about this? This is what they asked him. They asked him, what does he mean about this? He was kept at the cell in Jabang for 3 days without access to his lawyer, without access to his mother, his family, without access to his friends. He was not able to call anybody, so he was kept in Jabang for 3 days. But these were the comments he made on that post. That's why the police call him. I hope the police will also call Alaji Bambo Lem and tell him what he meant by Fatu Ture, we are coming after you. I'm waiting for that day. But these were the comments that they called him. That's what he told me. Right now, he is at anti-crime. They gave him his phone for a few minutes to call his family so that the family can take him food. So he called me to update me. So I wanted to come out to update you. Finally, we are able to hear from him. He called me and he said, I have to take the phone back because I have to go back to the room that I'm sitting in. So yesterday when the panel came, they asked him about these 3 comments. What does he mean by this? My question is, I don't know whether it's coincidence, but the last time Bora made a comment, it was also the same WhatsApp audios that were circulating for his arrest. And then he was arrested. Again, he made this comment. I'll put the post on the page so everybody can see the comment. And maybe, I don't know, I'm not an expert. Maybe this is an insult. I don't know. But I will put it out so everybody can see. But I wanted to share the audio that was also circulating this post saying Bora should be arrested. So this is the situation right now. He's at the anti-crime police station in Banjulunding, and he was able to call me himself and spoke to me. So I'm going to also play his, I don't have to play that, but I have given you all the update on him. So this is the update. Now, before I do this in Mandinka, I want to update you also on Madi Jobarteh. I was driving, coming, and then I had a call from different people, and Madi's brother called me to let me know that the police were at Madi's residence. I remember Buba, if Buba is on this live page, he would attest to this. Madi was supposed to be on the Grand Bantaba on Wednesday for recording. And 3 a.m., Buba sent me a text and said, in the morning, I woke up and Buba forwarded me a text that Madi sent to them that he was not able to make it because he was coming from the hospital at that time. And Madi told Buba if we can reschedule because I'm not very well. I was even teasing guy, hey, Madi, say, I was on interview kelade. Upon you know, but I'm on pneumonia. So he texted me at 3 a.m. And I said, oh, okay. So I called him myself, but I couldn't get him. That is why they were not even able to record on Wednesday. They had to reschedule to Thursday and bring another guest because Madi was still not feeling well. So I got a text from Madi's brother telling me that the police were at Madi's, 4 police officers. I have all the details, but I don't want to name their names. 4 police officers were at Madi's office, Madi's residence. What happened was they called him in the morning and said they were calling him in question. They wanted to invite him, I think, in regarding to comments he made on social media. And then Madi told them he was really sick. He is not able to come. And they decided to come to his residence. And when they came, he also told them he was sick, but he also asked them, what is the reason? Why are they, what comments are they talking about? And they apparently, so the police officer stepped out. He was making some calls, and they were on the phone for some time, and then they later on said, they just left. So they just texted me to say the police have just left Madi's residence without Madi. So as we speak, Madi is at home, but they told him, I'm going to read this, what they said. The arresting team just left Madi's house without him. They told him, let me read this. The police have left Madi's house. They said they invite him for questioning once he's okay. So they just left his house. They told him once he's okay, they are inviting him for questioning regarding a post he made on Facebook, on social media. So that is the update on Madi. They did not take him because I think they noticed that he was sick, but they are inviting him for questioning once he feels better. So that is the update on Madi. 4 police officers were at his house. They were at his residence. They called him, but they were not. They were not. They called him for questioning. He told them he was sick. They came to the house, but later on, they told him it was regarding a post he made on social media, and they stayed for a few minutes making some calls. The 3 officers were in the house. 1 officer was outside making few calls back and forth, and later they left, and they told him they would want him to go once he is okay, he feels okay. They are questioning him for they inviting him for questioning. So that's the update on Madi. So Badi won't come in for Yandrong. I'm covering you water update na file. If I have any important information, I will definitely come out here for call update. When minketa Bora la koti ali ajilako Bora covering Arabalunga fulko atata no police station auto because kala bill renew there kabrata de ko yala bill revoke le. Ikomuna atini mafa yamuna atini bill revoke at that time. So 𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒏 ñinti lisa bolbe ntolman kuma moy Bora la koto lawyer maje abadi maje moman domor diala moman domor sambalwaye. So among access to family and friends, among access to legal representation, and don't na ko lawyer follow ko ni momo yalon ko man say rights will come invite for questioning. Bari luwa fanang ay luwa do right di mo min fanang invite ko niya muta montro wate sabadrong anyanta loya situla ni mi diamula. Bari Bora kabri amuta arabalungo ala loyal nama nyoje arabo aramiso nama nyoje for B nama nyoje. So B just like 10 minutes ago Bora yang commanded ayun kumanda telefono ro afongola telefono to, and then kabra ayun kumandi ngai be min tole ako nyim fele anti crime police wol ne telefono dine konse call keno pour ngambadi ngol call pour e domo matini ngai okay. I took the opportunity ka first, did anybody hurt you, did anybody hit you moyeli pale bang ako hani moma torture, moma harass. I think we want to establish that he was not tortured, he was not harassed, nothing. Moma lipa moma venge. But I mean fonye kabra bota police career bonde Kairaba police station ya samba dami motor nata ya kamaje ya samba Jabang police station auto kabri ya samba Jabang police station auto ya dundi se lokono for 3 days anala family mamoje among calls to among fence to be 3 days kabra bota janga be wala to Jabang marako kunum I think yesterday ni manyina kunum in panelo bota nang Banjul inata kabri nata iko inata le pour dia mai ka nyininka ay comments will make regarding comments will make Facebook ala aklo ba kan ko ni wato kono kabrin president baro dia mo ke sorry, I just want to bring comments kabrin president baro dia mo ke ala NPP bureau opening to in I think in wasu nimanye na ngamra wasulon. The president remarks on min kata je video be page also pa modula post pa modu in a video share on his personal page, and Bora made a comment. Bora comment to Bulaje. I'll comment follow up. Say, Mr. President, you will put this country in trouble. Well, I'll comment follow. I'll comment flanjang ako Mr. Example is taking example from his mother. What I want to for that call Mr. Example is taking example from his mother. I'll comment sabanjang ako Mr. President, you are calling people hasido. Then IGP should call you to come and answer first. Nino mo comment saboti ay minke. So ako kabrin police ol nata ya kumandi minele kay ko. Nin commento ye mune min ninto. Ye ni min safeteng ye mune minje ya nyin kawala. Ala kilo ba kan fanan kabri ya mutanu e kay ko ye comment min foko naija coup d'état al fanan ye mune min wot. Nin don fanan e kay ko ya nyin kawala ye mune min ninto. Bari lafta mol hakilo blandila kabri nin comment keta kabri nin post keta boray comment ke ninto audio fintita wolu ngo fango modolu mini alonko if audio ke forum auto mbe audio play ali amoy e audio ke kumandiro ke pure bora arrest because of nin comment andung be nyum comment o jela pour mol fanan salo asake nte manke legal passing ti malo asake modolo maybe mol sa fono ko nyimu nendiroti bari mba kala page to nim parada kirfatu pour mol sa ajibe fo wo mu fenkol se bari kabri nyin kita dron modo e audio bonda ke forum moto a audio janjanta ntol fango ya audio fango mele day before no audio mele o so mole e bora ares butum fo ika fa kulu fayla ni jiben na benta ba malom malika fa nyaadel fa ke ta coincident leti bang fo wala apronda malo ala drone ya lo ani police wolu bari abro audio bota drone nindia o so mole bora ares mbela fila lela moy audio la sa intended
NPP yo para lo nyari ngai ko amolu boje parola indiamo sia ala platform to pare alaji bora fitika jay kulubali asaferol kaje kulubali asaferi bal pro pare mbena kala jelali ya posali ya jibe nyanta fala president wala nyanta fala state house le nyanta state kala nyimba nyindi ni wala ko sai nak wallahi tallahi this is a biggest insult buyalonko alaji bora yake president wala fuka president Obama mention ala ala hakilo nak adimina warta nak awara bata wallahi la jinoto ni sifa nyanta ka stop immediately president Obama desan okay ala baraka thank you MPP da injere ala bora jele ala yaje ala bora jele mo safi agency president aka president Obama mention ala comment ko ni ko warta warta dimina warta illa wallahi tallahi nimbo nyanta ka arrest immediately nimbo janni soma police wol nyi nyanda ni jinde pour eta doma ya arrest nimba ya nyanda tala kitira life and direct ala baraka
so new audio new finti talomina wo so mole e bora arrest ma fa ko nyine atina ya arrest bari ase hakilol batandino bayri ni audio finti da bi arresta soma andum fanan ala force arrest fanan wala kita audio I comment le make on the page audio start ka finti arresta to malo na be to ala bolo fo ni audio latina fo ni audio matina bari hakilol se mane bari nteman asake mole nendroje jang bari nde post kala maybe gambia sa jule nendro ntema woje jang I mean fo moje jang nendiro monte maje bara asake modole aje bari andum man threatening fananje bari mobe se de atal ko mol ente threatening le e alfa threatening min wartantete jang bari maji police yo arrest wala tinna ni wati ni nga dolje yake nka ngati na page to nka IGP tabo IGP please take note bari president baro min fo mo to nyaati gambe no be nyanta loi bo bunyala gambe no be nyanta loi respect la but it should be across the board. It cannot just be a certain section of the people. That is what we are saying. Tako woman nyana kela. IGP la office rights to the more be arrest. IGP rights to the more be question ni kuke. Hani man nindiro kefa. Ni so bite ka minfo imalo. I rights to the ke kuma ni kenyi nengkara. Omo tonyati. Bari amanya na kela karakilenti de. Tonya. Nabe kela anyanta kela beliti from base njeko nin democracy be kuntaje president statement is well received ko mol manyene ndiro kela katu nin ndiro stop tantole flow ba enjoy katu ntol mo victim olati ndiro kon bayri lolu ne kantol ne ina netalo fata ye ne yem bully on social media but we are also saying ko IGP should go further, not just arrest a section of the people, but arrest everybody. You understand? More threatening. Maybe call those other people for questioning. Tonya, IDP be Karobela. Kodi? Abe mobile rights protector. So this is the update. Bora call. Ako sign as we speak. Abe anti-crime le. Bari abe mutarin jaban ne. Wato minna dol ba flabe anti crime dol ba flabe jana ni wato be ko na ko nyintile sabo be ya muta seloto in jabang bi kunun panelo nata ya nyinin kai ko nyim post sabola minke den ay mune min wat wala tinna aya nyinin ka ikai ko nyim post wala ay mune min doto afana ya explain la ay min right now ikai ko prala mol ko mandi pour se domoro sambay no so wala nante meno la jam because mbara sister in law call kan mbuka so we have to make some arrangements but that is the update on Madi Madi fanan ngamin Bora astaghfirullah ngamin so to Madi fanan to wolon ko Madi Jobarteh ngamira ko ya kumandi le bisa mande kai ko ba kumandi kan for questioning la pra ni danko Madi ko aman sahaba ke ko ntol fongo yo sede ano le Madi ayanta na no buwa program to gram banta ba kununko Wednesday for recording but aman na no because I buwa text 3 a.m. ko buta loptano to aman kende so buba ko nyoko Madi manade so we have to struggle to get a new guest pra na kai ko wow this day like biwo to so maybe I'll reschedule to Thursday to record so in other, start making calls. We make calls to get another person to replace him. So I think let's get someone else. So another model so the police will cover Madi call B. Right, don't Madi call Mankende. Ntinano Mankende. So inata sokono maybe inata confirm le five sokono inata la sokono purka arrest bari kabri mari ko konte mankende but I can invite question in the purmonela ikaiko is regarding a comment he made on social media mari ko what is that comment specifically so ngamira one of the officers stepped outside to make a call so during that call the others were waiting so atata fa meta demanding inata murunang iko ibitale inata fa iko they are formally inviting him for questioning na fisata wata sinedang so as we speak imasamba they have left his premises but ya file ko na fisata sinedang kuila so walang update Madi so he rule na kende ata wati anyanta tala katidang ko police wala because iko isula talale the questioning so somebody said I'm supposed to be next okay yeah, well, that's why I asked who is going to be next. I mean, I'm not better than Bora, I'm not better than Madi and all those people. So yes, so that is the update on Madi. Boka eliminate di wax rek moy Bora comme lim ko nim doon wax ne Bora fan yëpp gisuñ ko ñu ko jappati bi aral ba. But tey si suba am naa call si Bora wax na ma ne gars yi jox nañ ko access pour mu call mbokkaam yi ak xaritam yi pour mu wax leen fan la nekka so bu ma ko laajee fan nga nekkoon fan yëpp mu ne biñ ko jëlee Erba police station dañ ko yóbbu jaabang ñu yóbbu ko jaabang foofu la nekkoon si cell bi for all these 3 days depuis aaral ba waaye démba panel bi ñëw ne ñu laaj ko woon ko ne dafa am comments yoo xam ne yooyu la make si Facebook page bi si under post ti Pa Modou Boya ñu laaj ko lan la miin si loolu ñu ne loolu lañ ko xoolee right now chargeuñ ko wax nañ ko lim def rek chargeaguñ ko waaye ñu ngi ko detain ñetti fan yooyu noonu yëpp mu ngi woon si Jabang police station bi si cell bi waaye tey indi nañ ko anti crime mu ngi toog foofu so mu ngi xaar mbokkaam mi ñu ne ko pour mu mun a call mbokkaam mi so si la ma call so léegi mu ngi xaar pour ñu waral ko yóbbul lekka ak anything lu muy soxla so loolu mooy update bi on Bora so so the update on Madi mooy Madi Jobarteh tam dañ ko oo tey ñu ne ko dañ ko soxla pour mu ñëw uyu dañ ko question dañ ko soxla si police station bi Madi nag mu wax leen ne man dama feebar fan yëpp maa ngi woon si lopitaan bi di dem ak a ñëw so mënumaa ñëw si police station bi so gars yi ñu ne ko kon soo demee su gars yi ñu ne ko baax na so mu toog rek mu gis ñeneenti police ñu ñëw kiram ñu ne ko dañ ko ñëw jël pour mu dem uyu leen mu ne leen ne man dama feebar te mënumaa dem fenn gars yi ñu ne ko mooy mu ne leen waaye lan laa def li ngeen ma questionné ñu ne ko dafa regard a post bi mu def on Facebook on social media léegi mu ne leen ne ban post la noonu gars yi ñu ne ko xaaral so si la benn si police officer si génna then di make calls after kooku ñëw ñu ne ko kon comme dafa feebar ñoom ñu ngay dem waaye ñu ngi ko invite su tanee mu ñëw uyu si leen because dafa am question suñ ko war a laaj so lii mooy update bi si Madi comme waxoon naa leen ne Bora su amee any update dinaa ñëw wax leen li moo tax ma ne xaama ñoo ma update leen finally Finally, we were able to speak to him. Wax na ma ne he's doing very well. Wax na ma ne kenn dóoru ko, kenn xasu ko, kenn waxu ko lu bon, kenn toccowut ko. waaye wax na ma ne mu ngi woon si police cell for the past 3 days in Jabang. wax na ma ne tey yooyu noonu wax na ma ne léegi indi nañ ko tey si suba laaj nañ ko lan la miin ci comments yooyu noonu mu def. wax na ma ne right now mu ngi Banjulanding si anti crime bi si la ko police yi jox téléphone pour mu mun a call mbokkaam yi pour ñu mun koo indi lekka. so loolu mooy update si Bora ma ne xaaral ma call leen dinañ def efforts nag pour dem seeti ko ndax dinañu access pour gis ko. waaye lii mooy lii bi and comme def na fa 3 days waaye 72 hours bi mu ngi elapse ëllëg Saturday. so by ëllëg maybe dinañ ko bail wara dinañ ko charge xamuñ waaye li ñu jaaxal rek si bii boo leen bàyyi xel Bora bi making that comments about the Niger coup d'etat. There were audios all over ñu doon wax ne nañu war a arrest Bora because def na comment boobu few days am na days waaye ñu toog rek audios yi door di génn dañu Bora dañ ko war a arrest ñu gis police yi oo ko ñu téye ko ñetti fan caajuñ ko ñu béel ko ñu téye ko ñetti fan Kairaba caajuñ ko ñu béel ko muy dem back and forth di dem béel di ñëw bii tamit bi mu make this comment te comment su make dama ko bëgg a riidaat mu ne say Mr. President, you will put this country into trouble. Lolawa. Second comment, Mr. Example is taking example from his mother. Bobo sax to ken dafa wax loolu. Third comment, Mr. President, you are calling people hasido. Then IGP should call you first to come and answer. Lii de mooy ñetti comments yi bu Bora def. Bim ko waxee bim waxee comments yi bim defee comments yi that evening ñu gis am ku ñu yónnee ne am na ku def audio di wax ne dañ war a arrest Bora because of lii that night bi mu ko waxee I think it was Tuesday night that audio génn Wednesday ñu eewu si suba ñu ne ko mu ñëw audio Tuesday night si boppam si lañ ko oo den ñu oo ko mu ñu ne ko pour mu ñëw si béelam bi bu mu ñëwee ñu ne ko revoke ne ñun nag duma wax ne bugguma baakaar wax ne audio bi moo tax waaye nag xel mun na seetee first time audio génn ne ñu arrest ko bii tam ay audio génn ñu detain ko kon nag xel mun na seetee waaye nag comme police yi nag am nañ droit jàppal nit ba ñetti fan ñu lii ko ñu question la am nañ loolu droit loolu seen right la ñu bàyyi leen ko waaye tam nag lii nag police tam droit bi dafa am fu mu em because soo jàppee nit within 3 hours danga ko war a jox legal representation war na mun a wax ak lawyer balaa ngeen ko question wala soo leen ko question moom war na lawyer war na toog waaye loolu yëpp Bora amut ko 3 days yi passé ni benn lawyer gisut ko am na lawyers waaye lawyer bi gisut ko benn mbokkaam gisut ko kenn yóbbulut ko lekka mu ngi woon si sel bi kon ba tey lañ ko soog a just access pour mu mun a call mbokkaam yi bu ñu koolee nag wax na ma mu ngi call mbokkaam yi amut leen call na ma wax ma liñ ko wax ak liñ ko laaj ma ne ko kon de dinaa update tam askan bi ñu xam lii mooy update bi ma bëgg indi loolu rek pour ñu dégg ko Madi tam right now mu ngi këram invite nañ ko nag ne ko su tane mu ñoo gis leen kon maa ngi leen a gërëm di leen sant lii mooy update if there's any more update we will come back and I'm also appealing to the IGP. Hopefully the IGP will heed to my appeal, maybe to also invite Alhaji Bambolem and Babukar Bahum for threatening me and so many other people's lives. We are also Gambian, Mr. IGP. We are Gambian. Maybe you should also call those people and question them. Why are they threatening us? If you do that, we'll also believe that the police are here for us also. But if not, we are going to feel a certain way. And that's how I feel right now. People are threatening my life, my family's life, and they're threatening other people, and nobody is calling them for questioning. I just hope this is across the board. There are so many people. We welcome the president's statement of saying that if people insult, he will take the law, they will face the full force of the law. He's right. Nobody should insult, nobody should bully anybody. But if a certain section of the population are called for questioning for the same crime that other people are also doing and they are not called for questioning, that brings a lot of questions to my IGP. I don't have to tell you the law, Mr. IGP. You are a trained lawyer. I know you are professional. So, and I think you have seen some of these comments. I'm sure you have seen some of them. Maybe I should bring it to your attention one more time. But people are threatening some of us for just doing our job. Every single day people tell me, you're going. So, and I wanted to address, people tell me, go to the police. I said, I'm not going to no police. I'm not going to no court. The only example I'm giving people is 𝒂𝒄𝒄𝒏𝒏𝒆𝒍's case. When the president's camera person, the first lady's camera person assaulted Buba at a program where the president was. The police were so upset at the time, and they told us they were going to take that case to the court. I spoke to the prosecution. They said, we are taking, this guy admitted to this, we're taking it to the court. The following morning, they told us they were going to court. When I called them, 2 days, they told me, don't call me anymore, call the police PRO. And I got to understand the case is with the IGP. It is the IGP who approves what case goes to the court. He has those powers. It's almost 2 years, if not more, that case is there. Nobody's talking about it. It seems like there are people that are more privileged than others. If that case is pending there, it's on behalf of 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒔 was assaulted. Nothing happened. Why should I go to police to report a case? Waste my precious time because I feel like it's not going to be investigated. That's how I feel. So for all of you calling me to take this person to the police, no, I am not, because I feel like nothing will happen out of it. That is how I feel. And I also wanted to address this little thing first. I wanted to address this. Sometimes also our people, Madi Alonko, they are on social media. Sometimes we also have to tread carefully. There was this audio that is circulating allegedly that there was a meeting and my Fatu Ture and Pamodu and Watson Gambia will be arrested. There was a meeting, blah, blah, blah. What have I done to be arrested? Nothing, absolutely. But this audio was going round and round and round. Everybody is sending it to me, and I'm ignoring. People are calling at 2 a.m. to say, be careful, leave the country, leave to go where? Where? And, for me, these things don't get to me because, like I said, mentally, I'm very prepared for this. But, when these things happen, my father, I want to give you an example. My dad last night, he didn't get the audio. My sister got the audio and she called me. She was emotional. You have to leave, come back. You have to leave. She was saying all of that. What happened if something happens to you? I said, I'm not going nowhere. So, I had to also convince her to explain to them that I'm okay. Nothing is going to happen to me. And then my dad was calling. He kept on calling. I didn't pick. And Kadetu came and said, Baba koya call. I said, I'm back calling. And later on, my dad just insisted calling. And I picked the call. My sister was on this other phone. My dad was on this other phone. And my dad was saying he just had this audio that I was going to be arrested. So he was coming. That really broke me. We were both crying on the phone because for my dad to say he's coming to my house to sleep over, if anybody is going to arrest me, they will take him along. Those kind of feelings, nobody should feel that way in this new Gambia. That is what my family felt last night. My dad said he was coming over. It was after 10 o'clock. That was the time he got that audio. So I think our people also, when we make this audio, sometimes it doesn't make sense because, people, more man can there be. Somebody, has high blood pressure. Some people are dealing with some other sickness. When you make these audios, when their families hear it, they get so worried and they get so scared. My dad is the strongest person I've ever known. He's my backbone. But he was literally crying on the phone and he dropped the phone. I called him back again and my stepmom picked the phone. She was like, akakanal. And I kept on begging him, Baba, kana worry, kana nanang, femanta kela na mangkuke, ngamuneke, mamfenke. And I kept saying that to him. He said, no, he's coming. And I kept, begging to say, okay, if you want, you can just come. So once I started calming him down, he started getting at ease and he stayed home. This morning, when I woke up, I was dressing. I think 8 o'clock, my dad was in my house. 8 o'clock, he was in my house. He's still here. I know he's going to stay here, he's going to sleep here. And he said, Nibe Sambale, Nibe Sambanyola. We should not be doing this to families. This is not the feeling we want. I remember those days, this is the feeling people used to feel. I don't think that's what we want this day. And I think that also goes to the people that make all these audios. Honestly, they should tone down. Sometimes you make these audios just to to bring fear mongering, and you scare families. I am not scared of it. But when my family are worried and they're stressed, they're scared, that gets to you so quickly, you know so it just we should not be doing that. We should tread carefully, because I mean, if I do something, they'll arrest me. If I don't do, what have I done? Nothing, absolutely nothing. Why would you arrest anybody who hasn't done anything? What has Pamodu done? What has Watson Gambe done? When you put out these audios and families see it, the time my dad was saying, it was already late at 10 o'clock. And, he was panicked. They were all worried at the house. He was like, I have to come. Fonganana. Fonganana. Minale, ngana sopon, ni be sambale, be sambanyo you know so sometimes I said, we have to tread carefully. Let's treat information very well, and so we don't scare other people away. I mean, Bora is in detention. He's doing well. He's not, Bora. I asked him, did they do anything to you? He said, no, they didn't do anything. So if you go to, even if they arrest you, it's just you go to the detention, you stay there. Whenever they release you, you go back home to your family. That is okay. That is normal. I don't think we should be worried about that. But the way we also put out these statements, audio, sometimes, we scare the people away, we scare families and others. I'm able to handle it, but my extended family might not be able to. So that's just a side note that I just wanted to put out there. But as far as Bora is concerned, he is doing well. And he's in right now, he's anti-crime. Hopefully tomorrow is the 72 hours. They will bail him or charge him. So we are waiting for that. Yes, Pamudo, Allah is sufficient for us. Yes, inshallah, we'll be fine. We'll definitely be fine. And I thank you all. Bora will be fine. I spoke to him. I was very happy. The tone of his voice. He's not the least he's not the least this I mean, I don't know what word to say use, but he's doing okay. I just wanted to update you guys on that. And thank you so much. If I need to come here for any other updates, I will do that. Thank you very much, and see you again very soon if I need to. But I just wanted to come out here and just put this update out there. So thank you very much to you all. Thank you. Auntie Chilel, Ibenyadi. Auntie Chilel, Ibenyadi. Thank you, Kamaraba. Thank you, Kebemo. Thank you all for watching. Hi, sis, Eli Gomez. Thank you, sis. Thank you all. We appreciate you all. Sajendi, Ibenyadi. Sajendi Mbama Benyadi. Mbama Benyadi, Mfamutemo, Ibenyadi. Thank you, Aisha, too. Foxy says, thank you so much, Toma. Ibenyadi. Sama dia mana punya kalung itu. Rumah kamera benyari. African supermarket benyari dong. I have to come to Seattle. I have to come to the African supermarket. Huh? Thank you. And if you have not read the statement from the Gambia Bar Association and the National Human Rights Commission, is right on the page. You should be able to see them. All right, guys. Bye. See you again very soon. Thank you. All right, Toma. Thank you.